What is your perception of Indian aspirants as an assistant coach of IMG Academy?
So I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that I'm understanding what you're saying. You're asking me, like, what's the perception of getting into IMG or being a player to be recruited to get into IMG? That's what you're asking.
I am asking, sir, what is the perception of Indian aspirants who want to be in
Oh,
a
India.
yes, who want to be in top academies like IMG academies and all? So, what's your perception?
Um, I mean, I think there's many different ways to go about it. Of course, you have the with the team that I'm with. Of course, you can get recruited as if you know one of the top skilled guys in the country. If you wanted to, be a part in that type of way. The other side too will be from reaching out to one of our recruiters, G or any other premier schools. I think the best thing to do is gather up information, gather up content, right? So let's see, if you have game film, if you have workout film, if you have any type of information of yourself like that, and then share it with people through email and stuff like that. I think that'll be the best suggestion, especially again, and I'm only giving that if you're not being recruited, if that makes sense.
Okay, sir.
Right,
If
sir.
you have the funds, but also too, if you have the funds to be a part, then again, that's why that would be another direction to send an email. Whenever we're done the whole webinar, what I will do is I will get the person that is over that's like over and bringing people into the school, and I will send you guys the email so that you could share that with everyone, and they could email to talk to them to let them know their situation and their interest in wanting to be into IMG.
So as you told that the player should gather the information, should know about where he's going, and should know what he should do to get into those academies. So coming from India, where we have a very huge population, there is no shortage of talent, but there is no community as there is in USA. Like there are many opportunities for players in the USA. So what would be your suggestion? Like how should we build our community in India for
Um,
basketball?
I would suggest giving clinics, basketball clinics, right?
Right.
I don't know the age of everyone that is on at this time right now. However, the biggest thing that I would suggest is work. Put your time in. All you need is a basketball. All you need is you need a
Right.
basketball and you need a goal. You need an outside. And, you know, I can try to do the best that I can from where I'm at. I don't mind helping out. I can try to do the best that I can from where I'm at and come up with a curriculum, come up with a couple of workouts that you guys can follow. And you can follow it every day. And then you can repeat it.
Right.
Basketball is all about repetition. It's all about repetition. So
Right.
again, if I understand what you're saying about not necessarily having the platform or the exposure to that others may have. However, you know, like I said, putting that time in, putting those unseen hours in as much as you can, and then when the time is ready, when you are playing against the competition, when things get back to normality, and you're playing against that competition, make sure some form of camera is rolling, so that way you can build content. You build the
Right.
content, you build the content, you get the email, you share it through email. And it depends, sometimes you don't get a response on the first time. You probably gonna have to send it again the second time, just to be, just to show that you're consistent in your effort on getting to where you want to go.
So, sir, in India, what players usually do is they just start with playing 1-on-1, 2-on-2s, and 3-on-3s. They don't usually focus on the fundamentals. So what kind of fundamentals they should focus on before, getting onto those 3-on-3s and 2-on-2s that would help them?
I think the biggest thing is get yourself get the ball in the basket and just work on your game. Let's say, for instance, okay, let's go through like a short workout. All right. Normally, before you start your workout, you got your stretching, right? You stretch, you get loose.
Right.
Second thing is I have the ball. I'm working on my ball handling. Let's say, for instance, right now we about to work out. I'm pounding the ball for 20 seconds with my right hand. All right. I'm pounding it while I'm in a good stance, mid low, pounding it probably up to my waist level. After I pound it, then I'm going to pound it up higher to shoulder level for 20 seconds. After that, then I'm going to go low with fingertips for 20 seconds. Then I'm going to switch. Medium, 20 seconds. High, 20 seconds. Low, 20 seconds. Then I can just work on my stationary crossovers. Then I can go down and back, working on between the legs. Then I can go behind, like working on the progression of the drills. And then now, once I do ball handling, then I'm going to the court. Before you start and go to the court, I like to start with the micing drill. It's very fundamental. It's something to get you going. If you're not familiar with the micing drill, basically what the micing drill is, if you have a goal right here in front of you, all you do is have the ball, and you're just working on stepping on each inside foot. So if I'm going up with my right hand, I'm stepping in with my left hand.
Right.
So I'm out, I'm going up with my left hand, I'm stepping up on my right foot, right? Catch it out,
Right.
Going up my right hand, stepping on my left foot. And that's the way I like to get started. Once you do that, you can go form shooting. All right, stand. You can do 3 or 5 spots, meaning the corner, right? The wing, the top, the wing, and the corner. You can make 5 shots. Make sure they're swishes. And you can do this religiously every day. And then now, once you go to that step, now you're working yourself out. I'll start mid-range, and I'll just go rip through, or I can sweep through 1 dribble pull-ups. Make it 5. Make it 5. Next spot. Make it 5. Then next thing you know, now I'm working on counters. I'm working on, I say this, I have 2 cones. 1 cone is representing if a person guarding me. The second cone will represent if that person is cutting me off. So let's say, because I go between my legs, that person slide his feet, I'm going behind my back to go finish at the basket. If I start doing that with repetition, now when it's time to play against competition, I could put the things that I've worked on, I can now try that against somebody. So now I have an idea on what I'm doing.
Right.
That's the game of basketball now, from my understanding. The game of basketball now is all about reads. It's about reads. You watching the NBA players today. Let's talk about Ja Morant. Ja Morant is a great player because he's really confident and believe in himself. But 2, another thing too is he's relaxed. He's not like he don't have like anxiety, like he's not moving really fast. He's not forcing things to make it happen. He's comfortable in his own skin and reading the defense. That's why I feel like you see him making so many great reads. You can see if the defense, let's say, I don't know if you guys remember when he dunked on the big from the Phoenix Suns, when he drove left.
Right.
Our energy is going that way, and he came and he dunked it with the right hand. It's all about reads. It's all about reads. So again, I think you learn that once you build that foundation of fundamentals. You also learn that by studying the game and watching the game, and then you also learn it too by playing one-on-one.
So the athleticism helps a player improve his game. Since we know that athleticism can overpower the skill set, so how do you think it can help the player improve?
If they don't have athleticism, or if they do have athleticism?
So if they do have athleticism, how can they level up the game? Like, how does it help?
Oh, if you have athleticism. If you have athleticism, that's a great thing. Because again, you're able to, again, let's continue to talk about Ja Morant. You know, Ja Morant plays, we can all agree that he has athleticism, right? And it kind of works to his advantage to, let's say, for instance, if I get a rebound, right? First of all, let's break that down. With that athleticism now, I broke that down. Now I have a stat. That's rebound. The next layer is now I get a chance to push the ball out and transition and use my athleticism and my speed to surpass the defenders, if that makes sense. You know, and then I also have athleticism now to finish above the rim or to finish over a defender. Or if somebody try to step in and take a charge, I can use my athleticism to think quick and do a Euro step from having a turnover and running over the opposing player. Right? So athleticism is good and it can work in many different ways. But I feel like athleticism also work too when you go hard. Like it's no point in having athleticism when I don't give effort and going for every rebound. It don't matter if I have athleticism if I'm in a passing lane and I know that pass is coming and I'm not jumping in that passing lane so I can get out with a steal and go in transition. I think what comes with athleticism, and I'm just thinking about this right now, what comes with athleticism is effort. Because you can have athleticism, but how are you going to showcase that athleticism? You got to showcase it by giving maximum effort.
Okay, we have a question from audience. How can we play aggressive and think patiently at the same time?
How can you play? That's a great question. How can you? So earlier I brought up reads. I brought about reads, talking about reads. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's talk about reads. Boom. I'm a point guard, right? I'm coming off a ball screen. Now, on a ball screen, they have different coverages, right? You have somebody like a hard hedge, right? Basically, when I come off that ball screen, that man is going to jump out for a second, 1001, 1002, and he's going to get back, okay? So let's say if I'm coming off, we got the hard hedge. That's one read. The second read is somebody can come trap. That's another read, right? A third read is, well, they got 4 reads, actually. Another read is somebody can go under, right? They could go under the ball screen, which will leave an opportunity for you to shoot a 3. The next read would be, so I said, flat. So the next read would be if I'm coming off, and when I'm turning that corner, the big is basically flat, backing up. So now we talked about being aggressive, but being patient. Now, if I'm coming up that ball screen and I have that trap come, this is a perfect opportunity to be patient because I know that if a trap is coming up that ball screen, if the person that set that ball screen do what he's supposed to do and slip it or kind of cut to the back, he set that screen and then slip, then I can be patient enough to pull back, retreat, and then find the slip guy. Let's talk about being aggressive. If I come off a ball screen now, and then now that the help guy is flat, the guy who's guarding the screener, he is now flat. So now when I come off that ball screen, and if he's flat, this is a perfect opportunity to be aggressive. This is a perfect opportunity to be aggressive and go get a bucket now and attack that big.
One more question. How do you deal with the players who are lagging behind in the team or are the bench warmers only?
Wait, say it again.
I said, how do you deal with the players who are lagging behind the top players or are the bench warmers?
So I just heard, hold on. Let me see something. Did they write in the chat?
No, it's not in the chat.
Oh, okay. So you asked, how do you motivate?
I am asking that how do you deal with the players who are lagging behind the top players of a team?
Oh, okay. That's lagging behind the top players of the team or the bench warmer.
Yes.
Work. Don't get down on yourself, man. Keep working. Again, I could give another example. I mean, he wasn't lacking and he wasn't a bench player at that time. But, you know, nowadays we have social media, right? And on social media, I'm pretty sure all the kids, everybody see all of these guys that's ranked, right? Everybody is ranked. You got ESPN ranking people. They got something called 247 Sports rank people. You got Overtime posting people all day. You have, those things are cool. But there's some guys that's not even being shown. Nobody know who you are. Just keep working. Just keep putting in your time in and keep believing in yourself. It's so funny. I'm gonna share this with you guys. So I text. I don't know. Do you guys know who Mike Miller is? Mike Miller. He played
Miami
with
Heat.
LeBron James, the shooter.
Miami Heat, yeah.
Yeah, Miami Heat. So I was texting Mike Miller the other day, right? And I asked him a question. I asked him this, and I'm going to answer your question, but it just made me think about this. I told him, yesterday I thought about you. I said, I seen a stat in 2012. You went without making a three-pointer in the NBA Finals. Then he went 7 for 8 in Game 5 to clinch the championship. I said, what was the mental process like to pick yourself up and step up in the moment? He told me, believe in yourself. In all moments, all the work has prepared you for those moments. He said, you have to trust the process. The past is the past. You got to let that thing fly. Right? So again, it's going back to the mentality. That's somebody that's played in the NBA Finals that missed all of the shots. So the same person that's probably sitting on the end of the bench right now, or the same person that's not getting as much playing time right now, that's fine. Just keep working. Just keep working on your game. Keep improving and get better. Again, Ja Morant is having a great season. He's having an awesome season, you know, as he should, because he's a great player. He's a great person that comes from a great family. However, Ja Morant in high school wasn't ranked on ESPN High. Like, he wasn't in the limelight. He wasn't back down to All-American. He wasn't in a Jordan Classic. But guess what he just kept doing? He just worked. He just kept working. And the more he worked, he got into a great situation. Got to a great situation at a great university at Murray State, and he flourished. He believed in himself, and the coach believed in himself. And now we see what he's doing today.